everyone, and welcome to today's video. I'll be talking to you guys about my makeup favorites for the year of 2020. I haven't done favorites videos on my channel before, but I'm thinking of starting a series where I go through every month what my makeup favorites are, and I guess beauty favorites as well. So let me know if that's something you are interested in the comments section. But let's see what were my makeup favorites for the year at 2020. I'm going to focus on makeup items in this video, but I think I'm going to do another video with some of my skincare favorites for the 2020. Now, these makeup favorites are items I've tried in 2020 and really liked. So all of these products are not from the year 2020. They are just something I tried last year. But let's get started with foundations, and first one I have is from Too Faced. This is their classic Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation infused with peach and sweet fig milk. And I know this is kind of a cult classic. People have been raving about this for a while, but I just only now tried this and fell in love with it. I know it's not meant for my dry skin type. It is oil-free, 48-hour aware, which I don't need, oil controlling, which I don't need, but it is photo friendly, and that is something I truly do appreciate. It looks beautiful on my skin without drying it, and with a proper primer I think I can make this work throughout the day without it drying my skin too much. But let me swatch the shade I have, and that is a nude. And here is that shade, a nude swatch. I also have another kind of foundation type favorite. This is from ColourPop, and it is their Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. Mine's a little bit messy because I've been using it. But I started using it in 2020, and it's been on a lot of my looks that I have posted on my Instagram account because it is just simply so easy to put on. I personally prefer if my foundations or tinted moisturizers have a SPF, like my all-time favorite is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Illumination Color Correcting Illuminating Full Coverage Cream. That is my all-time favorite. So that's the only thing I don't really like about this Pretty Fresh, because it doesn't have an SPF, and it's not kind of like this one-stop foundation for me. It is tinted moisturizer. It is not moisturizing enough on its own for me. I have to have a good moisturizer underneath, but I would do that anyway, so it's not that big of a deal breaker for me. But like I said, I really did enjoy this. I really hope ColourPop adds SPF to their tinted moisturizers, because this simply is a wonderful product otherwise. Let me swatch this for you guys as well. And here is that Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer in the shade Light 5N, and it's a really good shade match for me. This nude is slightly too dark when I swatch it, but during the summer I can easily pull this shade off as well. But this is a better shade match for me too. But the coverage isn't as good as the Peach Perfect. That's why I wanted to mention them both. But these are the best foundation / tinted moisturizers I've tried in 2020. One of my favorite complexion products of 2020 comes from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is their Film Star Bronze and Glow set. And this is the mini version that is available on Sephora's website for $29, so I don't think it's that expensive, even though Charlotte Tilbury in general is. But this has a beautiful contour shade for me. It's not too warm, it's just perfect for me. And then there is a beautiful highlighter that's not bling in your face highlighter, it's more of an everyday highlighter. But I simply love both these shades, and I'm so happy I purchased this. I don't know if the full size would have been worth it for me, but this mini for $29, and I don't think it's even that small, is amazing and totally worth the price. So if you haven't tried Charlotte Tilbury yet, but you've heard good things about their products, this might be something to try. I've really enjoyed it. I have this one in the shade Light Medium, and I swatched them for you guys there. As you can see, it's not a very overpowering bronzer by any means, which makes it perfect for contouring. And here's the highlight. It is quite subtle, but it gives your skin this beautiful kind of sheen that looks natural without looking too much. So I've really enjoyed this one. My favorite blush is something that I got in one of my Ipsy bags, I believe a while back, but I started using this in 2020. This is from Kaleido Cosmetics, and it is their skin blush in the shade Prima Donna, and it is such a beautiful everyday shade, your cheeks kind of enhanced. And I've used this on so many of my Instagram looks because I just simply adore this shade. It is really beautiful, slightly luminous tint that doesn't look artificial. It just looks really natural, yet really pretty on my skin. So I've really enjoyed this. I have to actually check if they have any other shades because I do really enjoy this formula. It is just so beautiful and blends really nice on my skin. A brow product that I tried this year that absolutely surprised me is from e.l.f. and this is their Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. Now, I love a lot of different brow products, but this one really surprised me because I didn't expect much from a $2 brow product yet. This shade is really a nice shade match for me. I really think it's super creamy. It applies easily, yet it doesn't move around. It really stays put once you put it there. There's a spoolie with it, which I do appreciate. But this all in all has really surprised me with the quality and the result. They're both amazing. You can't beat this price. So this one is my winner for the brow product that I most enjoyed in 2020. I also have one brush that I wanted to mention. This is from Real Techniques, and this is their Deluxe Concealer Brush. Now, I'm not a big concealer user, and I don't like a cakey concealer. I've noticed that I have some trouble blending concealer into my skin, especially on the inner corners where I have darkness. That's really the biggest concern I have. I don't have under eye darkness as much as in the inner corners, and this one really takes care of that. I can apply concealer with this on the inner corner, and this blends it really nicely there. It gives me really good coverage, so I can use more of a lightweight concealer as long as I apply it with this brush. So this one is definitely something I've enjoyed in 2020. Now I have a couple of eyeshadow favorites from 2020. The first one is from Natasha Denona. I believe I've seen this on so many people's best of 2020 videos, but it is the Glam palette. And honestly, this was so worth the price. At first, I was worried about purchasing a $60-something product, but this is totally worth it. These shades are something I can wear every day. I can do work appropriate looks. I can do evening looks. I can do weekend looks. Whatever I want is in this palette. And the shade quality is just amazing. Now these shimmers are really beautiful and they are so creamy, and as well as the mattes are really nice as well. They are so easy to apply and they blend so well. My biggest concern is that I wish this just had a matte black. That's all I'm missing. Otherwise, this would be my perfect palette, but it's definitely the best palette I tried in 2020. Now, if you watched my previous video on my Christmas presents that I received, I did receive quite a few palettes. I haven't been able to test those through yet, so those are not mentioned in this video, but I will keep you guys posted in my future videos what I thought about those. So the next thing I have is something that also a lot of people mentioned, but I still want to since they're so good, and these are the e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow palettes. Now I'm going to add 3 of my favorites here on the screen, and I have 3 more that are pretty good as well, but these 3 are simply my favorite. So I have Hot Jalapeno, which is simply a stunning palette. I think if you like green tones, gold tones, you are going to love this. The quality in these is amazing. I think you can't beat the price. These are like $3 a palette, and you get such excellent color payoff. Now this might be my favorite. Then another one that I truly love is Rosewater. This is more of an everyday palette for me. These shimmers are beautiful. You can get this beautiful kind of romantic look with these, everyday look for sure. And also this one has a really nice dark matte shade that sometimes I'm missing in a lot of palettes, but this one absolutely does have one, so I really enjoy that one as well. And then the last one, the third one that I truly do enjoy is Truffles, and this one has just this kind of cool tone shimmer that I simply love. And I've been probably using the rose water the most, but this is a close second because it creates so many beautiful daytime looks. But you can also add the matte black and create a little bit more of a glam look with this palette. So it's definitely a versatile one, even with 4 shades. Then the other ones that I have that are not my absolute favorite, that are beautiful anyways, I have the Pumpkin Pie. That's a really beautiful kind of fall color palette. And then I have Cream and Sugar. This is a really good everyday palette as well. And this might be my least favorite. It's the Berry Bad, and it's just not anything special. I feel like there's nothing wrong with these shades. If you don't own them, you might actually enjoy this as well. But for me, I have so many of these shades that pigmentation is definitely there. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a color story that I have in so many other palettes that I guess this one I wasn't as wowed by as the others. But if you don't have anything like this in your collection, definitely worth getting that one as well. So these 6 are absolutely stunning, and like I said, they are only $3 a piece, so definitely a favorite from 2020. Another eye product favorite that I have from 2020 is from Milani, and this is their Stay Put eyeliner. Now, I have loved Milani's Stay Put line forever. I have their original Stay Put eyeliners, the ones that you have to sharpen. I love those. This one is a retractable one, and I've been so impressed with this one as well. This one just happens to be in the shade Femme Fatale, so it's kind of this dark navy blue, but it is just so beautiful. It applies so well. It stays put like the name says. It comes with this little sharpener at the end, which I think is really nice, plus this kind of sponge tool that you can blur it a little bit or fade it out. It is just simply amazing if you want to use it on your lower lash line, for example. But I've been really impressed with this formula, and I definitely am going to look into some other shades. My favorite mascara that I tried in 2020 is from Thrive Cosmetics, and this is their Liquid Last Extensions mascara. This is a tubing mascara that has also gotten a lot of hype, and for a reason. It looks beautiful. I especially love it on my lower lash line. It stays put no matter what, since it comes off with warm water. And I have a mini opened up so you can see the bristles. It is a rubber bristle one, which I personally like, and kind of a wet formula, which works well for my lashes. I have really thin, pale lashes, and this really brings volume, length, and color to my lashes. So before I use this, it kind of looks like I have no lashes, but this really works great for me. So I've been really enjoying this one in 2020. I used a lot of lip liners in 2020, and I enjoyed a lot of them, so it was really hard for me to pick favorite lip product. But I ended up choosing 2 lip liners from Milani. These are their Easy Liner for Lips retractable pencil. I have them in the shade Sugar Plum and Most Natural, and I have them swatched for you guys here. This one is Sugar Plum, and then there's Most Natural. Both are beautiful shades that I've used a lot in my Instagram looks, and I really do enjoy these lip pencils. They just are amazing quality. You don't have to press a whole lot. You can just glide it on your lips and they stay put, just like Milani's other products. They are such a good quality that I've thoroughly enjoyed both of these, and both these shades are amazing. I have to see if they have other shades, because if they do, I totally buy them, because this is an amazing formula, especially if you have dry lips. I think you will really like these. I've been trying out a lot of lip products lately, but one lip product that really stood out to me is from Essence, and this is their Color Boost Mad About Matte liquid lipstick. I have it in the shade Mad Matters, and this is a swatch of that shade. It is just a really beautiful shade. I really enjoyed the formula. Even though it's a matte liquid lipstick, it doesn't dry my lips, and it just is so easy to apply. There is kind of a doe foot applicator here that you can easily apply with. It's kind of a hourglass shaped one. I find it super easy to apply. It stays put well. It doesn't dry my lips. And all in all, I've been so impressed with this. However, I noticed that they had these Color Boost lipsticks on sale on Essence website. So I'm not sure if they're discontinuing this formula, but for me, this has really been a standout in 2020. I also wanted to mention one fail from 2020 in the makeup section, and this is by coincidence also from Essence. It is their The Blush blush, and I have it in the shade 50 Blooming. Now, I cannot say the same for all the other shades. I've only tried this one, but this was such a major disappointment. I saw a picture of it and it looked like it could be this beautiful neutral blush. When I got it, it looks like powder. This would be kind of a powder I would use when I have a slight self-tan on. It really produced nothing from my skin, and I didn't see anything on my cheeks other than they looked powdered. So this was a big disappointment. I've heard the formula is great, so I probably just made a poor shade choice, but I just don't know who this would work as a blush on. You'd have to be so pale, and I am pretty pale, so I'm not sure who would really like this one. I can't think of anyone that I know that this would work with, so definitely a disappointment in 2020. So these were some of the favorite products that I discovered in 2020. Lots of goodies there, and I know those e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadows kind of take up the space, but they are really good. I recommend trying any of these products. I feel like they could work for multiple skin types. There's nothing that I would say is not good for you if you have a certain kind of skin. They seem like items that would work for any kind of skin type. And then I had that one fail that I'm not adding to this end because it simply was just such a disappointment. I really am bummed that I spent my money on it. But these were my favorites of 2020. If there were any items that you consider your favorite, let us know in the comment section. Or if you have any products that you felt like were standout products for you in 2020, let us know in the comment section as well. But thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you subscribe. And if you like this kind of video and want to see more of these favorites type of videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.